pop culture favorites video for you. A little while back, I did fashion and beauty favorites with a little bit of pop culture at the end, but this is dedicated solely to pop culture. So the segments that I'm going to do are going to be music, my favorite Twitters of the moment, I think that's kind of fun, YouTubers, books, and TV shows. I love The Neighborhood. They were at Coachella both weekends this year, and I love their music. It's very different sounding, not very similar to anything that I know. They're from California, and they're just super cool. The next is Cold War Kids' new album. I love pretty much every song on there. I think they might be my favorite band in general. I just love the lead singer's voice. It just has this tone that I just really like it. The next is Childish Gambino. Colleen got me really attached to him. He has a cool backstory too, and he's just really interesting. His music is really aggressive, but it's super clever and funny, so I can deal with the aggressiveness. I can't really deal with like all out aggressive rap that often. I mean, of course there's a few songs that is like, yeah, I like this. But he's just really clever and funny, so his lyrics just get me. And then the last one is Ellie Goulding. I love her new album. I have been following her for a while, since Lights came out, the original version, and I don't like very many female singers at all. Like, I just really don't. I like Florence and I like Ellie, so I listened to her whole album. I can listen to it from the beginning to end multiple times. She's just my favorite person, and again, she's super cool. The first one I don't have with me, and it's actually a book it's a play that I'm reading for school right now. It's Antigone, and I actually read it in 8th grade. I didn't really understand what was going on that much. I just remembered it being very incestuous and, I don't know, crazy, but I actually really, really like it now. I love, like, all of the books I've read for school this year have been really good, but I especially have liked Antigone. And the next one is by John Green. It's The Fault in Our Stars, and this is probably a pretty popular book. I'm sure some people have read it. John Green is just awesome. This is actually my sister's book, and she has a signed copy, which is pretty cool. My sister reads the best books ever, and so I'm just kind of like rating her book collection right now. And the last one is this, The Collected. It's just a collection of Oscar Wilde's works that Barnes & Noble does. I love Barnes & Noble's little classic editions. I think they're always 3 for the price of 2. I'm obsessed with his short stories. They're just so funny, and he employs irony like no other. And there's tons of quotes. Like, over on my map, you might have seen I have quotes on there, and like 3/4 of them are Oscar. So he has a really cool but messed up life, and I suggest that everyone does a little reading of some Oscar Wilde poetry or short stories. Okay, next is TV shows, and I just have 3-ish. 2 of them can be counted as the same, and those are The Colbert Report and The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. My sister, again, got me hooked on those a while ago, and we used to record them. We had like a series recording, and we'd watch them after school together, and I've sort of gotten back into that. I just like them. I know they're not like real sources of news. Obviously, they're all about like satirization and humor, but I think they're great. They're obviously very one-sided in the way that they, well, not exactly one-sided, but they obviously have their own political views, but I think they do a good job of being comedic about it and like obviously showing that they are presenting their views. The other one is actually called The Following. It's very different and a little bit creepy. The plot is based on this cult that follows a serial killer, so yeah, we've got some creep factor in there, and it's really weird because you will start to like people that are members of the cult, and you're just like, get out of this cult, like don't be in it. My favorite character is probably Jacob, and also a little shout out to Katrina here, because I think we might be the only 2 like high school girls watching this show, but it's actually a series event, and there's only 2 more episodes, and then the series finale happens. But I would definitely suggest everyone watch it. I'm sure it'll come out on Netflix or something. And then also I want to mention a quick movie favorite. Absolutely loved the movie Argo. It deserved all of the attention it got. It's just phenomenal. It does movies where you can watch it multiple times. Like, I want to see it again. Ben Affleck is great in it, and
Argo, fuck yourself.
Okay, next is YouTube favorites. So I have a few guru favorite type people. The first is Clothes Encounters, like clothes that you wear, encounters. She is just so cool. I really would like to be her. Her name is Jen, and she does lots of things with thrifting, and she just can put together outfits flawlessly. So I would suggest that everybody check her out. The next is Sunbeams Jess, who she is actually on a gap year right now adventure going on, which has a bunch of videos pre-uploaded, and I just found out about her a little while ago from A-Dubs, who also I like a lot, and she's so cool and has the most different, awesome style, and yeah, I think she's awesome. The next one is Lauren Elizabeth, or Loli Fully Loaded, and she's kind of one of the mainstay gurus on YouTube. I think she's so funny, and Colleen and I also watch her brother's videos and kind of like keep track of what her family is up to with her vlogs and things. They just have such a funny family, and she's also very talented at styling and doing tutorials, and she just seems like a funny girl. Okay, now I'm going to mention a few Twitter accounts that I think are really funny, or just people that have good tweets. This is kind of like a people's favorite too. So the first one is Jesse from the Neighborhood. He's the lead singer. He's like just the coolest, like badass person ever. His tweets are like funny, sometimes they're really inappropriate, but in the best way possible. So I suggest following him. I'll try to remember to link these people below. And then the next one is like one of those random, like generic Twitter accounts, but I feel like most people don't know about this one. It's Your Away Message. It's like away messages that a 14-year-old girl would possibly have, and I don't know, it's just super funny. I find myself retweeting from it a little too much. Okay, that's it for this video on pop culture favorites. If you guys have any people you want to suggest, you can comment them below, and I will check them out. Goodbye.
Say, Luke Skywalker. We're not real. We're not real.